Namaste. Let us ask ourselves that age-old question which has existed in the minds and hearts of people ever since the dawn of mankind. And that is, what exactly is an individual human being? Now, there are many ways to view human existence. One way to look at the human being is as a series of interconnected living processes that work in tandem with one another so as to provide the appearance of being a single and distinct whole. At the other end of the spectrum, the individual is regarded as a specific person. Individuality is then viewed as the formation and existence of a socially distinct entity which has particular needs and goals. Overall, we may view the human being as a child of interrelated cosmic forces that progressively gain the appearance of being a socially distinct living entity with the ability to function willfully and also relatively independently. A corollary then arises that what are the different dimensions that constitute the human personality? Broadly speaking, the human being is characterized by 5 different but interrelated planes or existential dimensions. The first and the most gross one is the physical body. That constitutes the outermost sheath of the human personality. The next dimension is that of prana. This is the living energy that people experience as patterns of functioning in the course of their lives. The third dimension is manas, or the mind. The mind comprises of the faculties of sensation, emotion, thought, as well as instinct. It is through the mind that people experience themselves as living beings in the world at large. The fourth dimension of the human personality is that of buddhi, or human intelligence. This has 2 components, the intellect and the intuition. The intellect is responsible for assimilating all the external sensory impressions so as to create a picture of reality. On the other hand, intuition represents the sensibilities that embodies the imprint of wisdom. Intuition transcends the 5 senses and has the capacity to create perceptions directly and independently. Last and final dimension of the human personality is chetana, or consciousness. This is the ultimate ground of all our impressions and of reality itself. Now, every human being is born with these 5 dimensions, which may be viewed as unique repositories of capacity, aptitude, and talent. These actually crave to find expression in the course of a human life. When these capacities are represented through external activities, they take the form of a person's strengths. And when the strengths are channelized and aligned together through activity in the service of a higher purpose, we obtain excellence in action. That truly is the state of engagement. And then the related question is, what is individual wholeness? And how is wholeness related to engagement? Individual wholeness is characterized by the integration of all the different dimensions of the human personality. In a state of wholeness, mutual conflicts and divisions are transcended so as to achieve a totally resolved state of being. Engagement occurs when all the different dimensions of the human personality are integrated together into a seamless whole. In other words, an engaged individual aligns the head, the hand, and the heart with his or her work. Then the question arises, how does a person maintain a state of wholeness? Now, the art of wholeness is closely related to the science of preserving health. Holy, healing, health all share a common root, which is wholeness. Now, there are 4 practices: ahar, vihar, achar and vichar, which, when progressively integrated into a person's life, gradually yield a state of wholeness. Ahar refers to food and diet. As the ancient saying goes, as is the food, so is the mind. And as is the mind, so is the man. Vihar refers to those patterns and styles of life which lend themselves to the maintenance of vitality, recreation, relaxation and rejuvenation of the body and the mind. Achar refers to good conduct. In particular, it refers to moral and ethical rectitude as well as the maintenance of benevolence in one's behavior. Finally, vichar refers to reflection upon the fundamental questions of life, particularly those that pertain to the true nature of the self. So, this was a brief elaboration of the different elements of the human personality and how these relate to the phenomena of engagement. Thank you.